What's up guys, it's Zach and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reacting to the Back 4 Blood closed alpha briefing. Now the closed alpha is coming out tomorrow. Thankfully a viewer of mine is actually giving me an alpha code because I haven't gotten an email back from Turtle Rock Studios yet. So presuming that I still don't get an email from Turtle Rock Studios, I'm still going to be able to play the alpha. And if my laptop can run it, I'm definitely playing it for the channel. I'm super excited. If I really get to do this, it should be really cool. So we are going to be watching the closed alpha briefing and reacting to it and analyzing it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And without any further ado, let's get right into the alpha briefing. All right, here we go. The following is Back 4 Blood pre-alpha gameplay. Okay.
Welcome to the world of Back 4 Blood, a thrilling cooperative first-person shooter from Turtle Rock Studios, creators of the critically acclaimed Left 4 Dead franchise. You are at the center of a war against the Ridden. These once-human hosts of deadly parasites have turned into terrifying creatures, bent on devouring what remains of civilization. With humanity's extinction on the line, it's up to you and your friends to take the fight to the enemy.
Oh, I like this map. It's like a haunted mansion. Ooh. The game director.
With Back 4 Blood, no playthrough runs the same way twice. This level of variety is made possible by the game director that constantly adjusts to player action, creating memorable, unpredictable, dramatic gameplay. This affects enemies, modifiers, the environment, and more.
Wait.
Over the course of the next 4 days, thousands of players will be able to play Back 4 Blood for the first time. Our Back 4 Blood closed alpha test showcases an early mission, Evansburg, from within the 4-player cooperative campaign. In this mission, you'll be able to fight overwhelming odds, topple towering monstrosities, and try to survive. Each time you play, you'll face a new set of threats. As you play through the closed alpha test, you'll also discover new items, gear, and weapons to help you take your fight against the Ridden further. Though each time you play, the game director will change what you find and where, so make sure you run through more than once.
Okay.
When Back 4 Blood launches, gamers may assume the role of 8 playable characters, known as cleaners. In addition to distinct personalities, each of these cleaners has their own unique secondary weapon and character perk.
Okay.
In the Back 4 Blood closed alpha test, players may take control of the following cleaners.
There we go.
Walker,
Holly,
Evangelo, and Hoffman.
Ooh, I like the name.
Throughout the Back 4 Blood closed alpha test, our battle-hardened cleaners will be required to test themselves against a small sampling of the Ridden. You will get a taste of the threat of these dangerous foes. The common infected.
Alright, here we go. Oh,
Stinger,
here we go. Oh, Stinger.
Wretch.
Tall boy.
And the terrifying Ogre. Back 4 Blood offers a new roguelike card system that allows players to customize their experiences and create new challenges. When you enter a mission, the game director will play what are called corruption cards. This will make the game more difficult, dynamic, and intense for the players. For example, spawning larger hordes of enemies, generating fog, or making ammo scarce. Players can then play their own set of cards to suit their playstyle. These cards can range from finding more of a specific weapon to giving your team benefits,
such as
faster healing or the ability to hold more ammo. These cards are earned by completing certain challenges and objectives. In the final game, players will be able to customize their decks to best take on whatever threat comes their way. The combinations are endless, leaving you with a unique experience every time. Knowing all of this, are you prepared to jump into Back 4 Blood's closed alpha test?
Hell yeah!
We need your help to play, balance, test, and break our game so that it can emerge stronger when it launches. Please join us to help Turtle Rock Studios and Warner Brothers Games deliver a worthy co-op shooter the world has been dying to play.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so it basically, this explained so many things that were in the original reveal. So we're going to have to really go back. There's a lot of stuff to analyze here, like a ridiculous amount. So I'm actually going to turn the volume down on this. We're going to go back from the beginning. I think actually I'm going to watch it through a second time and kind of talk through it this time, because I really didn't say much the first walkthrough, and I had to cut out because I thought I heard something, but it's not. So sorry about that for that little random cut. But now I'm actually going to be watching, like I said, through it a second time and seeing what I noticed. So let's get into it. Here we go.
Welcome to the world of Back 4 Blood, a thrilling cooperative first-person shooter from Turtle Rock Studios, creators of the critically acclaimed Left 4 Dead franchise.
Alrighty.
You are at the center of a war against the Ridden. These once human hosts of deadly parasites have turned into terrifying creatures, bent on devouring what remains of civilization.
Awesome.
With humanity's extinction on the line, it's up to you and your friends to take the fight to the enemy, eradicate the Ridden, and reclaim the world.
Sweet, sweet. The game director. Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm going to stop here. This is something I'm still kind of a little confused about, the game director thing. So it seems the game director is almost like an overlord kind of thing, where things that happen in the game are dictated by the game director. So let's quickly go back and listen to this again. So, okay, so actually, I don't even need to watch for this part. I think I can just tell. So here, this room is filled with a lot of common infected. We're not seeing much of the special infected.
With Back 4 Blood, no playthrough runs the same way twice. This level of variety is made possible by the game director.
And then here, right here, we see Tall Boy. I think that's his literal name, Tall Boy. I called him Big Boy. I was close. I was close with Big Boy, but it's Tall Boy. So there's a Tall Boy there, and then there was they gave this special infected 2 names, I think. But I'm still going to call it a Hawker, because that's what Turtle Rock officially put on their Twitter. So the Hawker is up on the wall here. Really, really cool.
Memorable, unpredictable, dramatic gameplay. This affects enemies, modifiers, the environment, and more.
Cool, cool, cool.
Over the course of the next 4 days, thousands of players will be able to play Back 4 Blood for the first time.
Okay, cool, cool.
Our Back 4 Blood closed alpha test showcases an early mission, Evansburg.
Evansburg.
Within a 4-player cooperative campaign. In this mission, you'll be able to fight overwhelming odds, topple towering monstrosities, and try to survive.
Cool.
Each time you play, you'll face a new set of threats. As you play through the closed alpha test, you'll also discover new items, gear, and weapons to help you take your.
This very much reminds me of Back 4 Blood, or not Back 4 Blood. Of course, it reminds me of Back 4 Blood. It reminds me of World War Z.
So make sure you run through more than once.
All right. So there's a lot of information here.
Gamers may assume the role of 8 playable characters, known as cleaners. In addition to distinct personalities, each of these cleaners has their own unique secondary weapon and character perk. In the Back 4 Blood closed alpha test, players may take control of the following cleaners: Walker,
Holly,
Evangelo,
and Hoffman. I like the names.
Blood closed alpha test, our battle-hardened cleaners will be required to test themselves against a small sampling of the Ridden. You will get a taste of the threat of these dangerous foes. The common infected.
Obviously.
Stinger.
So, okay, hold on. So this is called the Stinger. So that's really confusing me. This is called the Stinger, but there's also the Hawker. Are there 2 different kinds of these ones? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Wretch. Tall Boy.
And the terrifying Ogre.
And the Ogre. Alright.
Back 4 Blood offers a new roguelike card system that allows players to customize their experiences and create new challenges. When you enter a mission, the game director will play what are called corruption cards. This will make the game more difficult, dynamic, and intense for the players. For example, spawning larger hordes of enemies, generating fog, or making ammo scarce.
I like this. I like
Players
that.
can then play their own set of cards to suit their playstyle. These cards can range from finding more of a specific weapon to giving your team benefits, such as faster healing or the ability to hold more ammo.
We're gonna have to look through all those cards later. Oh my lord.
And objectives. In the final game, players will be able to customize their decks to best take on whatever threat comes their way. The combinations are endless, leaving you with a unique experience every time. Knowing all of this, are you prepared to jump into Back 4 Blood's closed alpha test? We need your help to play, balance, test, and break our game so that it can emerge stronger when it launches. Please join us to help Turtle Rock Studios and Warner Brothers Games deliver a worthy co-op shooter the world has been dying to play.
Alright. So, let me make sure there's nothing. Okay, so, the tunes for the gameplay showcase. Okay. So 10 a.m. Pacific time is 1 p.m. Eastern, so I'll have to keep that in mind. I will be streaming the a reaction to the gameplay showcase. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I won't stream the reaction if I get to actually play the game. But okay, so now we're gonna go through it again, but this time we're gonna mute it, and we're kind of gonna. I don't even think we're really gonna watch the trailer. We're just gonna go to certain parts. So let's start with the game director section. So the game director seems to be different things that dictate how your playthrough will go. And I'm still a little unsure of what this is about, to be honest. Like, we see that, you know, like, each gameplay session is different. We see here, there's just a bunch of common infected. And then in the next shot that we're going to see right about here, there's a lot of special infected. We see the hawker, we see the tall boy, etc. So there's, you know, just a lot. Maybe it just changes. Maybe it makes things harder, or things easier. So yeah, so these are the dates of the closed alpha, December 17th to 21st. Definitely gonna be playing it. So yeah, there's a tall boy. I wonder if you can really customize how much you fight the special infected, because like I said in my other analysis video, I didn't like how often it seemed the special infected kind of came around, but maybe it's something that you can kind of almost tweak, like with those cards that we're going to look at later. Like, it seems like you can kind of choose which set of card, or which special infected show up more often, or I don't know. That could be really, really cool if we can make a setting out of it. Like, you know, we want special infected to be really, really common, or we want them to be kind of more scarce. That could be really, really cool. Or maybe the game dictates that, and it's just different each time. I don't know, but it'd be cool if I could, like, set a preference or whatever. Something that actually scared me the first time I watched this, but then I think I understood it the second time, is that I was scared by how few special infected like it said there were, but I think it's only for this demo. So there's probably more special infected than there are, but they'll be for later. So soon we're gonna go into quickly the names of the cleaners, that's the name of the survivors. The cleaners, they're called. So let's see. Let's see if I can remember each one of their names. Well, actually, first, from what this kind of reminds me of. I mentioned this in the reaction part. This reminds me of World War Z, like just the interface of like picking up items. Because like it would say, like I'm pretty certain in World War Z, if I can find something, I'll put it on the screen. But like it will give a little description of what the item was, and you know, that kind of stuff. It's giving me World War Z vibes. That's actually probably really, really cool if they take Left 4 Dead and mix it with World War Z in concept and execute it that way. Okay, I can see it. So yeah, so there's laser sights. There's what is that? A Magnum. Yeah. So, oh, and you can see what weapon you have already, and then if you want to swap it, that's pretty cool. And yeah, so it seems really, really cool. I like this. This is what I like about a true spiritual successor or a true sequel. It takes what the original idea is, which is Left 4 Dead, and it does some things with it that don't drastically change it, but really add to the experience, and this is definitely one of them. Giving you a more detailed description of the weapon you're about to select. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so just gonna go along here, shooting some zombos. Cleaners and the Ridden, here we go. So, the 4 cleaners are, the 4 survivors, I should say. Actually, the important part is we get to choose from 8 different survivors. So I'm wondering if it'll be like almost like a character roster thing, and you get to pick and choose which ones are going to be in the story. This could actually lead to something really, really cool. It said in the video that they each have their own distinct personalities and secondary weapons. So since they all have their different personalities, I wonder if like each different combination of characters will have different interactions with each different combination. Like, you know, no interactions are the same with a group of 4 survivors, because it's not like Left 4 Dead where it's the same for no matter what campaign. Each time you play, even in the same campaign, you can have a completely different layout of characters. So I like that possibility. It can lead to some really cool dynamics that you can see between characters, and I really hope that they do something like that. I know it's a lot to ask for specific dynamics between the characters, like if you're not always having them in the same, setup, but I think it could be really, really, really cool. But anyways, let's see if I remember their names. I have a feeling I'm gonna butcher the names, except can we load them sometime soon? Here we go. This guy, I believe, was Hodge. This was Holly, who I mentioned in the video the other day. This is Evangelo. This is the person the other day where I was like, his name starts with an E. But yeah, this is Evangelo. And this is Hoffman. So, yeah, so really, really cool. I like the names. They're not just generic standard names. Like, one thing I hate that games do sometimes, like, they'll give, like, standard names like Jeff, Bob, stuff like that. But really unique names, pretty diverse cast, especially if there's 4 more. I knew there was something up because Turtle Rock said there were more than one female protagonist. So obviously we'll have more female characters, probably have more culturally diverse background in terms of the characters. So yeah, so those are the characters. So one thing I'm wondering though is what the heck threw that? Was that the ogre? Actually, that might have been the ogre that threw that. I was like, I don't think I saw anything get thrown, but that might be from the ogre. But yeah, that was definitely from the ogre. But the ogre looks pretty cool. I'm still not the biggest fan of it. Like, it's not like, I mean, to me, like, obviously this is this game's version of the tank, and I still think like the tank is better. Like, I mean, it's cool. I just think the design, there's something about the design that doesn't speak with me. It's just kind of like generic big monster. Like, that's what it kind of says to me. But everyone has their own opinions, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, just like in the trailer, he could reach in. I do really like that. I like that you really have to be careful where you're standing. It's not just, I'm in the door, I'm safe. No, he can grab in the door and grab your ass and drag you out. That was really, really good. I really like that. So good job, Turtle Rock, for doing that. Those are the kind of details that I really like in zombie games, and I'm glad they did that here. Common infected. Okay, so this one's really confusing for me. This one's the Stinger, and the Stinger's the one with the 4 arms, as we can see here. But I thought it was called the Hawker, because Turtle Rock called it the Hawker. There's a slight moment where I thought maybe the Hawker is the one that goos you, and then the Stinger is the one that jumps on you. But in the reveal trailer, it looked like it threw the goo and then jumped. So I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe there's 2 of them? I don't know. It's really weird. I mean, I still think it's really, really cool, design-wise and everything. I like the way it hides, and then it jumps at you, just like a hunter. Like, that's a hunter move right there. Then we have the Wretch, which is our boomer-like boy. And then we have Tall Boy. I do wish there was a bit of a clever name, a better name for Tall Boy, rather than just Tall Boy. But, because I said Big Boy as a joke, but Tall Boy, I mean, I guess I was almost right. But, and then, of course, you have the Ogre. The ogre, the one thing I'm wondering is, the ogre seems very scripted, because obviously he's popping out of the ground here, and him reaching in the door, it almost seems scripted. That's not a bad thing, but that does make me wonder if he's actually like a special infected in the way that the Hawker, the Wretch, and the Tall Boy are, where they just kind of show up whenever. This seems more scripted, so I'm wondering if, like, the ogre doesn't show up in every campaign, or only shows up in very specific parts of the campaign, which could possibly be a bad thing, because you'll always know when the ogre's gonna show up. You'll always know, like, oh, he's coming up, we gotta get ready. Like, rather than him just being a surprise, again, like I was saying with the other special effect in the other video. But I don't know, I mean, that could be completely fixed. by the time, or that could be settled by the time the alpha is out. So we'll see. All right, card system. So this is going to be one where I got to do a really big amount of analyzing. Say we got two big boys, we got a hawker. Okay, so let's look at this. So wait, stay away from bruisers. Wait, hold on, wait. So this guy's called a bruiser now? Wait. Hawker pins. Okay, now I'm really confused. Because now they're called bruisers. I like the name Bruiser better. I like Bruiser better. That's better. Like, that's better than Tall Boy. But why was it Tall Boy before and it's Bruiser now? Stay away from bruisers, especially when they go into a frenzy. I want to see that. Acid spews leave dangerous bile pools. Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so that's like a boomer and a spitter. Not like a regular boomer, but there's going to be bile pools. Just like with the spitter in Left 4 Dead, where you probably can't step in the bile piles. Bile piles. That's interesting. I like that. Ogre. Weak spots are the only way to take down this horrible amalgamation of flesh and bone. So I wonder if he is like a regular special infected because he has his own card. And then the hawker, melee teammates to free them from hawker pins. So yeah, hunter. That's just a hunter. So it's really cool that they're taking the ideas of the special infected from Left 4 Dead and adding to them. So it's like we have a boomer, but not a boomer and a spitter mix. Then we have the bruiser, which is kind of a unique one, just kind of visually looks like a charger. Even the name kind of like reminds you of a charger. But anyways, ogre, you know, the really, really big one like a tank. Then hawker is like a hunter with some spitter-like abilities. And then sprinter, what remains of the living, aim for the head to put them down quickly. Okay, easy enough. So let's see here. Let's move on to the next set of cards. So like I still not quite sure. I mean, it said like it could add fog to a level to make it harder to see. It can make more infected spawn, which would almost be like World War Z, where there's a huge amount of special infected on screen at once, or sorry, regular infected on screen at once. And that can be really, really cool if there's like huge hordes of zombies. And it's almost like a natural difficulty adjuster. Like, I mean, I'm presuming it might be like Left 4 Dead, where there's like normal, hard, and expert modes, or easy, normal, hard, expert, something like that. But then you get to add these cards that can make it a little more spicy. So I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So I don't quite understand. Now, like I said in my other video, I don't know what really the cards mean. So, okay, so we have corruption cards and active cards. What I'm presuming are corruption cards are things that are used against you. So it's like if you want more special infected to spawn, like bigger hordes, that's a card that you set. Or I'm guessing more of these. Actually, okay, hold on, that might make sense. So if you want more of a certain kind of special infected to spawn, like more hawkers or more bruisers, or, well, there's two of these guys on here. Two of the retchers, I think. But you're gonna have more of those spawn, which I guess is interesting. So I wonder if there's two of these here, does that mean like a huge number of these will spawn? So like imagine if I put hawkers in all of these, would that mean that I'd be up against an army of hawkers? I don't know. Yeah, so we'll get into all the cards later. I don't know what the survivor card here means of Holly. I don't know. The ammo pouch is a 10% increase in ammo capacity. Alright, cool. That could be useful. Alright, I can't really see that first one, but canned goods is you have an increase in health but less in stamina. So yeah, these affect your own personal stats. Breakout. Automatically break out of a grab one time per level. Okay. So if a hawker grabs you, you can automatically break out of it one time per level. Caretaker, healing your teammates also heals you for 100% of the amount healed. Oh, that's interesting. So any time you heal someone, you also get healed. That's a really cool thing. So I'm wondering, so it didn't really look like it, but I wonder, I mean, at first I thought these cards were attached to each player, but then I saw the headings here. But I wonder if you can like attach cards to your player. Oh wait, I guess you can because it's Holly picking cards. So, I don't know. Maybe each person gets their own... Like, this is like one player set of cards. Like, these are Holly's cards. And then, like, everyone else has their own set. That could be interesting, because that means you can have a lot of freaking cards for one player. Maybe, like, as you progress in the game, like, when you level up, you unlock more slots. Like, maybe, like, when you're starting, like, a level 1, you have, like, let's say these first 2 columns unlocked. But then as you level up, you can unlock all of these different columns here. That could be an interesting thing. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait. It did the really fast thing. Alright, hold on. Okay. Pyro. Plus 75% fire resistance. Kills with fire grants you 3 temporary health. Okay, so that is a thing returning from Left 4 Dead. Temporary health, like pain pills, which I'm assuming are, like, that's why they're pictured here. Yeah. Cross Trainer is 10% stamina. Oh, well, I kind of missed that. Here. Oh, wait, I could probably read this. Deal with the Devil. Talent. Plus 1 team extra life. Okay, so there's probably, like, lives that you have, rather than you getting killed and you're out. Or, actually, now I'm thinking about it, in Left 4 Dead, it wasn't that you killed and you're out. You get killed, and then you can automatically spawn in the closet. Maybe there's, like, a limited number of those that you get. That's interesting. This card applies to you and your teammates. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Martyr. Talent. When you or a teammate become incapacitated, all teammates gain 100% damage, 20% reload speed, and unlimited ammo for 10 seconds. So yeah, so it looks like you apply... Okay, yeah, so you apply a card to yourself, and they could also apply to teammates. That's really cool. I like this. I like this card system. It seems really, really cool. It seems to add, like, you know, you can have your own perks. Like, people can have their own strengths and weaknesses when it comes to the game. That could be really, really interesting. Team ammo, plus 10% ammo capacity. This card applies to you and your teammates. Triumph, kills with a melee weapon heal 2 health. That's interesting. So if you're low on health, just get out a melee weapon and start whacking at the zombie. That's cool. When you or a teammate become incapacitated, all teammates heal for 45 health over 10 seconds. That's pretty impressive too. Berserker, which is a talent card. Gain 10% melee damage, 10% melee speed, and 5% movement speed for each melee kill in the last 4 seconds. Wow. Increase your reload speed by 10%. Caretaker, healing a teammate also heals you. Oh, I think I already read that one. Alright, I read that one. Trophy Hunter. When you kill a mutation, which I'm presuming is a special infected, gain 10 copper. Wait, 10 copper up to 300 per level. That means something. So gaining 10 copper. So copper is something I'm presuming is some sort of collectible almost. Maybe you get to do something with it. I don't know. Hard to say. Hunker Down. Talent. While crouching, gain 20% damage resistance and 12.5% accuracy. So yeah, so there's a lot of interesting things here. The cards seem really, really interesting. The special infected, now that we know their names, let me go back to that screen again here. Hawkers, Ogres, Bruisers, and Wretches. I like the names. You see, the names are super, super important for me. I really, really want to know the names and, you know, make sure they're all really, really good. I like all of them. Wasn't a huge fan of Tall Boy, so I really hope they actually go with Bruisers. And Hawkers, I really like those as well. Stingers, I think was the other name, is okay, but I prefer Hawkers. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. If you want to see me play this game, and if I'm not able to get the gameplay running on my laptop, which would be really unfortunate, then I'll definitely do a reaction to the gameplay stream that Turtle Rock are doing, or maybe I'll even do both, because we might learn more information in that stream. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. If you like Back 4 Blood, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below, click the notification bell so you're notified of when I upload videos. Check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say besides this looks super, super cool, and I can't wait to see more tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.